So you're looking to buy your first camera and you don't know where to start. Don't worry, I've also been in that place before. I've watched thousands of videos and spent countless hours researching the perfect beginner camera to fit my tight budget. So in this video, I'll be sharing a little bit of my knowledge so you can put your heart at ease and maybe, just maybe, help you make that decision. Buying your first camera is a big deal. No need to downplay it. You're very excited to start this photography, videography, or even both, so there's a reason why you're going through this research process. Because it's a big deal. But oftentimes I see many people anxious and stressed over this. They're scared they will pick the wrong camera. And it is a valid fear. But guess what? You will pick the wrong camera. Whoa, you're supposed to help. I am helping. How? You're telling them they will fail regardless in picking up a new camera. Yeah, exactly. What do you mean exactly? Just shut up. Give me 1 second to explain. So let me tell you a story. When I was 13, my cousin got me a GoPro Hero 4. And I absolutely loved it. I took it everywhere with me. I put it in my head. I made some vlogs, some skits. I made all the type of content that I really wanted to do with it. I took it out to trails on my bike. You know, I was really happy for having a camera that could, put it anywhere, make videos anywhere, and I could just record my everyday lifestyle. But then I realized, dang, it's too limited. It's a GoPro. It's too wide. How am I going to make my other videos that I want to do? And how am I going to take photos that I want to take? So then at 16, I saved up for a Sony A7IV. It was finally a big upgrade for me. I could finally change my lenses. I could take videos, photos with great quality, and I did. I made so many vlogs with it. I made photos, portraits, videos, cinematic videos, or whatever. You name it. I had so much fun with that camera. But then I also realized, dang, the video's too limited. The photos are too limited. How am I gonna grow my videography business using this camera? So then, guess what? I bought a third camera. This time I bought I have to read the title because it's so big. Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K. Wow. And I went all out. I spent $5,000 building a whole rig. That's lenses, focus system, base plate, with the battery, the screen, crazy stuff just to make that camera usable and professional looking for me to grow my videography business. So that's what I did. I started making videos with it that I was really proud of. They actually turned out very professional and very cool. This was my first 6K camera. So everything was new for me. All the big RAW files, the SSDs instead of SD cards. It was a crazy thing for me. But then, you see a pattern here, don't you? I realized it was too heavy, too bulky, too impractical to take it everywhere. I'd rather take my phone to places than my big $6,000 camera because it was too expensive to carry around. I needed a huge freaking bag to just bring it places so I could rig it up and use it. Maybe I was using it wrong. Either way, it had no autofocus. It couldn't take photos the way I wanted to take photos. So I sold it. I lost $2,000 selling it. But we're not done yet. I still bought another camera after that. I bought the Sony A7IV. I went back to Sony this time. And I'll tell you, this camera did great photos and great videos at the same time. It made high quality videos just like the Blackmagic, but also took high quality 33 megapixel photos that the Blackmagic couldn't take. So this time I was actually enjoying this camera way more than the other ones. I took everywhere. I even took it out of the state. I went to Nevada, California, Utah. I took it everywhere you could possibly imagine with this camera. So I made a lot of videos, vlogs. I took a lot of photos, engagement shoots, a couple weddings, and I absolutely love this camera. But then, oh boy, I realized that I actually love this camera. The camera that I'm talking about is the one that I'm actually using right now for this video. This was the camera that I was finally like, wow, this is perfect. This is all I want. It's all I ever asked for in a compact size. Well, not really compact, it's kind of big. So the whole point of this story is that it took me 4 cameras to finally find the one that I love shooting, the one that I'm using right now, the one that I don't want to change for anything at the moment, which is my Sony. So the thing that you need to know before buying your first camera, and this is what the whole video is about, is that you need to know how to set expectations. You're a beginner, I get it. You're probably super excited because you saw all these videos of these people making these crazy content, crazy photos and you think, if I have the same camera, I'll probably achieve the same thing that they do. Fine. You'll get the same camera, you'll get the same gear, and then when you grab the camera and you take a photo, you see, wow, what did I do? What's wrong with me? It's not what they did. And then you start getting pissed at the camera. You start getting mad at it. Like it's the camera's fault for not taking good pictures. And it's not. It's your fault. One thing that we need to learn before starting photography, before starting videography, is that gear matters less than the person behind it. So I just buy whatever camera I want and that's it. No, of course there are things that you need to look out for when buying your first camera so that you're not just unmotivated right off the bat. There's actually 3 things that I recommend looking out for. And the first one is buy a cheaper camera. When I say buy a cheaper camera, I'm not telling you to buy a dirt cheap $200 camera. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is do not go all out and buying a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 camera with all these accessories and things that you don't even know how to use. What's the point of buying your favorite photographer's gear if you don't even know how to take photos like them? And the other good thing about buying a cheaper camera is that you won't feel as scared to take it out wherever you go. When we buy expensive cameras, we're always super careful with it. We're scared it's going to be stolen, it's going to break, it's going to be super expensive to fix or to replace. So buying a cheaper camera will take kind of that burden of your chest. It will take that feeling of scared away from you. So if you have for example, a $500 to $800 camera compared to a $2,000 camera, you know that it won't break the bank if you were to break it, which most likely you won't. A camera is supposed to be your tool. You don't buy a nice car for you to put in a garage so you don't drive it. You buy a nice car so you can take it, so it can be utilized from taking you from point A to B. Same thing with the camera. It should be like a second arm to you, a second eye. It's your tool. So you gotta use it. So if you buy a $3,000 camera and you don't use it, what's the point? Why buy it in the first place? The second point is buy a camera with interchangeable lenses. A lot of people are buying fixed lenses, for example, the ZV-1 or a Fujifilm X-106. A lot of people are buying these cameras and thinking that they will be satisfied with what it offers. And most of the time for a first camera, those are not good. A good first camera is a camera that you can take the lens out and swap with different ones, because sometimes you want a wide shot, you want a telephoto narrow shot, you don't know what your style of photography and videography is yet. So having that room to upgrade it, to change the styles of photography and videography is a good thing to look out for. So if you buy a camera that is only one fixed lens, you will be stuck with that one lens and you won't be able to upgrade unless you buy a whole different camera. And that's what we're trying to avoid. Not just keep buying constantly, but learning with that one camera and then buying after, once you learn what the limitations of your first gear is and what you're looking at on the second one. And now the third thing to look out for is the minimum specifications. This one's a little controversial because not a lot of people are going to agree with me. Some people will say, no, a camera with 12 megapixels will satisfy you. And some of them might be right. But for a beginner, what you're looking for is something that you don't need to keep changing constantly. You want it to have a wiggle room between limitation and fully stacked features in a camera. So the bare minimum in 2025, I believe, is 24 megapixels for your sensor, and you're looking for 4K. A camera that takes 24 megapixels will be very, very valuable for you because you can crop after a little bit in post without losing a lot of quality, and you'll have high quality sharp photos because it's a high megapixel camera. Now, sharpness does have to do with the lens that you buy, but overall 24 megapixels is more than enough to post on social media. Now, 4K is also great to have. A lot of videos we watch on YouTube are 4K. This one is in 4K. And a lot of clients, if you're going to shoot for clients or even to make your own home videos, you're going to enjoy 4K because you can crop in later a little bit so that you can fit into 1080p, or you're just going to enjoy the extra quality when making these contents. So I don't think you should settle for less when buying a first camera, not way less. But of course, we don't want to buy the most expensive camera out in the market, but you also don't want to buy a camera that you look and you take photos, you can even compare to your peers or your friends or photographers that you aspire to be. So having these minimal requirements will take you really far into your journey of learning these skills that are valuable for you to become the photographer, videographer that you want to become. Okay, so now I spoke a lot. I know I talked a lot. I know I said that you're going to suck at buying your first camera, and then I proceeded to give you steps in how to buy a good camera. I know it sounds contradictory, but what I want you to get from this video is that you need to know your expectations. If you know what to buy and what to look for, then you're going to pick a good camera. but you don't know what to look for. And even if I taught you all these steps for you to go and buy cameras, this is a very general step. You will get a good camera if you follow these 3 steps that I showed you, the things that you should look for, but it doesn't mean that you'll find the perfect camera. It doesn't have to be perfect. Your first camera does not have to be perfect. So if you are looking at a camera that fits these 3 things that I was telling you about, and you're still indecisive in buying it and using it, then just go ahead and do it. Don't wait too much. Buy that camera, see if it fits you. If it doesn't fit you, sell it. It's okay. You're going to lose some money in this process, in this journey. And once you sell it, you buy another one, and maybe that one will actually be the one that you're looking for. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys like this video. If you do enjoy videos like this, please give it a like. Consider subscribing to have more stuff like this. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Falou, galera. Fique com Deus.